and welcome to this Friday Fire episode of the Dealer Playbook Podcast. This is your place for exploring what it takes to create a thriving career in the retail auto industry. My name is Michael Cirillo. I am so happy you're here so that I can share with you something that Michael Jordan said. You ever heard of Michael Jordan? I don't know why that never gets old. Asking you if you've ever heard of one of the most famous people in the world. Maybe is it the dad in me that finds joy and all levels of delight in asking that question? Well, today I'm excited to share with you something that I love. It's something that Michael Jordan said, and it actually came up during a conversation that I had with one of my children. You see, and I'm opening up here a little bit because I hope that this really drives this concept home for you. I mean, after all, this is kind of the purpose of the DPB. It's to enrich and empower. It's to help you think bigger, think differently, shift your mindset, realize how powerful you actually are if you don't believe it of yourself. Okay. So, I have one of my children is particularly gets discouraged really easy and gets down on himself. And he just, is having problems navigating certain things. And that's, and you know what? And these are not out of the ordinary things. Like these are your pretty typical 10-year-old kind of things. In addition to, if you found out that we were talking about this right now, even though you don't know who he is, he knows that I'd be talking about him and he'd be completely mortified by this. But anyways, so the other day I sat down with him, such a bright kid, funny, outgoing, energetic, kind, like so kind, helpful, wants to do the right thing. Like, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better child. He's zany, he's quirky, but I mean, in a healthy way. Anyways, but he gets down on himself and man, I'm not good at this and I'm never going to be able to figure that out, all these sorts of things. And so I sat down with him the other day and we were talking about it. I said, hey, bud, like, why do you get down on yourself? And he goes, I'm just not good at everything. And, that was just such a perfect opportunity to spend a few tender moments with my child, to share with him that I'm not good at everything. And that's okay. This is actually why we need people in our lives and why we ought to surround ourselves with people who are better at certain things than we are. Just the other day, at time of recording this, I guess, just the other day, I mean, you could be listening to this 10 years from now, and it won't have been just the other day. It'll be 10 years ago the other day. My pal Glenn Lundy on his morning show on Facebook, he was talking about this very concept and how you need to have a circle of people who, though they are like-minded and maybe share the same vision of what's possible in life and what they can get in their life, that are also kind of opposite of you. And he used me as an example. He's like, hey, where I'm super outgoing and like to be the life of the party, all these sorts of things, Michael's a little more introverted and he's better at these sorts of things. And so I need him for these things just like he needs me for those things. And it's completely dead on, right? And so I was like, look, man, that's normal. It is okay to not be good at everything. And by the way, the first time you try something, you're probably not going to get it right. And that is okay too. And that kind of, overwhelmed him a little bit. Well, I know my son is huge into basketball, loves basketball. I mean, he's becoming this encyclopedia, this basketball almanac. Almanac. I don't know how to say it. How do I pronounce that? Almanac. Leave me a comment. Go over to my Facebook page. Let me know. How do you actually pronounce almanac? Now I'm like just going crazy here. But I found this quote by Michael Jordan. I wanted to share it with you because it really does give perspective about what's possible in life. And I believe this is true for my son. I believe it's true for me. And yes, DPB gang, I believe it is true for you. Here's what Michael Jordan said. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in life, and that is why I succeed. Right? Right? Okay, hit rewind 30 seconds and listen to that again. Such profound wisdom from somebody who has experience. That's why I love that quote, wise people learn from experience, super wise people learn from others' experiences. It was a tender moment that I had with my son to help him realize, oh, I'm normal. Well, maybe you're in a rut. Maybe you're discouraged because you're not achieving a specific outcome. Maybe you feel like you keep failing. Well, I would encourage you to keep going. I encourage you to put the same effort and passion into your 10th, 20th, 100th, 1,000th failure as you did into the first one. Because you know you are gaining insights and wisdom from your experience that 10 years down the road, you're going to be so proficient at whatever it is you're failing at today that you're going to be so strong and so solid, and people are going to be looking up to you for your advice. So my advice and my 2 cents is get out there and keep failing. That's this week's Friday Fire. Have an incredible weekend.